Hello, 大家好. I'm currently traveling to over 30 cities in 60 days across China solo. Today is day 37. Okay, grab yourself a snack and make yourself comfy because today is a long one. Originally, Ordos was not on my list. I was supposed to be spending 2 days in Xi'an, but last week I was reflecting and I decided that the most interesting places so far have been the lower tier cities. And Xi'an just wasn't serving that purpose. So I literally just opened maps on my phone and began looking at different cities in the northern region. And as soon as I read that Ordos, a fourth tier city, has a population of only about 2.4 million, yet it has the highest GDP per capita in China, 285,000 RMB, which is about 40,000 USD. That's about 10,000 USD higher than Shanghai's per capita GDP. So I knew right away that I had to go to Ordos. It was a real feat to rearrange things and get here, but I made the right decision. This stop has been by far the most fascinating city I've visited in China yet, and I cannot fit it all into this one video, but I will do my best. Ordos Kangbashi was known as a ghost town for a while. Headlines surfaced after a large part of it was recently finished, claiming that it was a failed project. Now, it started because this region made a lot of money from mining and coal, and they had aimed to build sort of a state-of-the-art city. However, as you would expect, building a city in the middle of nowhere takes years to pull people into an entirely new place, even if you do build the best of the best. So the headlines were rather sensational at the time. Ordos is slowly growing, but it's still very quiet and pristine. That combined with how they've constructed the city and how it looks and feels just makes it so different from any other city in China and just a really fascinating place. This morning I ran up to the Ike Aobao. It's the largest Aobao in Inner Mongolia, and you can get a really stunning view of the city from here. You can also see this building in the distance. That is a brand new sports center, which is absolutely massive. I wish that they were holding some sort of event while I was here. I would definitely love to check it out. I also took kind of a side route back down, and it led me into this beautiful forest area where there was a hidden pagoda that I just took a little chill time. Then I tried to go to this coffee shop, and while it's super cute, no one was there, so I abandoned that plan and headed out to another coffee shop that I had seen. And this thing was really something else. It sits on a big piece of property. There's also a beautiful boutique luxury hotel out here as well. And coming out here also allowed me to be much closer to the Ordos Cultural Industrial Park. Now, buckle up because this was insane. Here's what it says on their website about the park. It covers an area of 8 square kilometers with an investment of 5.6 billion RMB. That's about 811 million USD. The park was built into a film and television base, featuring pastureland civilization and Mongolian imperial culture of the Yuan dynasty. So they're still working on this thing, but what has already been done is pretty mind-blowing. Just the scale of it all, and they even have live performances going on during the day. after about an hour, I was pretty maxed out and I headed back, luckily just in time because a storm was coming in. So I got to my hotel and watched the storm pass over the city, which ended up being really beautiful. And then I went out for a walk to go down to the river area. And again, this was just so incredibly beautiful. I don't know how else to describe this place, but it's just so unique. Once you get a little ways down the river, you come to the park, and that's where the evening action begins. This was also super interesting. There was a basketball tournament going on, so I watched that while I waited for the real show to begin. And then came the waterworks. This show happens every night at 8:30 p.m. and it's pretty cool, I have to say. And it draws quite the crowd. If you're wondering where all of these people park, pretty much anywhere. I thought there was a huge traffic jam, but people just really park their cars anywhere in the road here, and then you have to figure out which ones are moving and which ones are just parked. So it's like a crazy game of Tetris. And that's a wrap to a really fascinating day 37. I 100% would recommend a visit to Ordos. I myself will definitely try and come back. There's so much that I didn't see and explore, and it's just a really interesting place.